Turning now to the crisis in Ukraine. Breaking overnight, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announcing they met with the president of Ukraine in the capital city of Kyiv. They said the U.S. will provide more than $300 million in military financing and the sale of the $165 million worth of ammunition.
Our support for Ukraine going forward will continue. It will continue until we see final success.
Wake Up Charlotte's Bree Jackson now live in D.C. for us this morning. Bree, the visit comes as Russian forces continue to bombard cities in southern and eastern Ukraine.
Good morning, Ben. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin are the highest level U.S. officials to visit Ukraine since the war started, and they took with them new promises of diplomatic and military support. For the first time since Russia's invasion, cabinet-level officials set foot in Ukraine.
An important moment for Ukraine, for the war. An important moment to have face-to-face conversations in detail.
Their war zone trip comes at a critical time. Russia's attacks in eastern Ukraine have intensified, with evidence of more mass graves uncovered. President Zelenskyy urged the U.S. secretaries not to show up empty-handed.
We expect not just gifts or some cakes. We are expecting specific things and specific weapons.
A plea repeated during their meeting in Kyiv.
We are doing everything that we can to get them the types of support, the types of artillery and munitions that will be effective in this stage of the fight.
The administration also announcing President Biden's plan to nominate an ambassador to Ukraine and return U.S. diplomats to the capital city.
We're doing it deliberately. We're doing it carefully. We're doing it with the security of our personnel foremost in mind, but we're doing it.
The talks took place Sunday as Ukrainians and Russians observed Orthodox Easter. President Putin attending a service in Moscow. Many Ukrainians grieving the dead and not giving up hope.
We believe that they can win.
U.S. officials vowing ongoing financial and military aid for Ukraine. On Tuesday, the U.S. Defense Secretary will meet with allies from more than 20 nations to discuss long-term aid for Ukraine. That meeting takes place in Germany. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for Wake Up Charlotte.